We are living through the luckiest period of time ever for all of us because there's something called the internet. I sit in rooms every day, and you guys know I love to sit with kids and jam, and almost every day I have a situation. Every month I will meet at least one person that's gonna cry to me that they don't have anything and it's hard. You know, they didn't get lucky and they got nothing and it's hard. And then I will equally have dinner with somebody else who will tell me that it's hard and difficult. Happened today downstairs because they had too much. They're not hungry because their parents did everything for them. Their mom and dad them up because they gave them too much. Which the people that have nothing, a bunch of you just sat. I've had people who have $50 million trust funds cry to me at dinner because they've never fought for anything, they never did anything, and they don't have any purpose, and they're lost, and they're suicidal. Which the people in here that were born with nothing are like, it's because you don't know the alternative. Everybody's pointing at everybody else without understanding. Nobody's deploying empathy.
If you truly want to become successful, then you will become successful. It's all about the mentality. And people who want to become successful, they will become successful because they are going to be willing to put in the time, the money, the energy, and the thought process that goes into becoming successful. So many people claim they want to be successful, yet they do nothing about it. They sit there idly by, letting time pass without pursuing their goals or their dreams. So many people say they want to go out there and get stuff done, yet they never do. And that's one of the hardest things to do when trying to become successful is just getting started. You're going to go through all these trials and tribulations on your journey to success, but once you finally become successful, that's when it's going to be tough. That's when it's going to be a long journey because you're going to be constantly trying to be the very best in your field in whatever you're doing. So you're going to have to find a way to improve upon yourself every single day so that people cannot catch up. Because when you're pushing yourself to the limit, that's when you're being the best. That's when you're growing and you're learning and you're maturing in ways that you never thought possible. Because so many people claim that they want to be successful, yet they never start. So if you're one of those select few people that is willing to start, willing to make an action, to step forward, to move and progress your goals and your dreams, then hats off to you. You're on the right path and you're starting to do something truly incredible, something huge in your life, making steps in the correct direction.
Look, I think patience is real. If you guys just sat 5 minutes right now you guys are at the top of the game. You guys put in work, you gotta be patient. I'm sure no matter what, whether it was handed to you, you're only as good as your last at bat. You know what I mean? Like you're at the top one day and then you're not, right? Like you're the biggest comedian in the world and then you have 3 movies that blow and nobody gives, like you're only as good as your, I guess this is what I'm pushing for. You do you. I'm not judging. Who the hell am I to judge? Here's what I'm saying. You get one life. Like this is America. And by the way, I'm not naive to like females, race, things like that. It's harder, but if there's anybody on earth that looks like you that's made it, that means you can too. Look, I mean, I think we're living in a time where that's like up here, right? And you're right, like big things up here, but like the practicality of making $5,000 to $50,000 more by understanding what Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube do, that's real. That's right. For 10,000 people that are listening right now. To make 10 million, to make 50 million, I'm trying to buy the New York Jets. Is that for everybody? No, that's for Kobe. But you know, that's because I got gifted. Like I'm not good because my dad had liquor store. I'm good because my mom and dad gave me the right DNA. One that I think there's a lot of research, and again, being an F student in science, like I really don't, it's not that I don't trust anything, it's that I know that I haven't put in the work to really know if I should quote things. You know, so I kind of like just stay in my little lane, but there's a lot of push towards being a workaholic, and hard work is a learned behavior. I see it in my team. There's people that come into I've seen it in the thousands of employees I've had, which is the closer they are to the sun, the harder they work. And so I definitely feel like I learned hard work by watching my parents. And so it's why I talk so much about hustle. I watch people give advice completely predicated on natural talent and DNA, and I'm like, look, like I get it, like I can throw a football every day for 9 hours a day. I'm just not physically built to be competitive at the highest levels. You know, if anybody watching right now, if there's anything they take away, it's like, look, like you're gonna only be so pretty, you're only gonna be so smart. Like there's things that are gonna be natural, and then there's things that you can actually control. I do believe, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong, I don't, but I do believe that work ethic is a taught behavior. It's something you do have more control over. And yeah, I think, and you know what really sealed the deal for me? Getting healthier. Stop crying and just keep hustling. Hustle is the most important word ever. And that's what you need to do. You need to work so hard
Guys, we're building businesses here. This isn't about parties. We're building businesses. I used to work in a liquor store from 7 in the morning to 10 at night for 7 straight years, and the only days off I took were to watch the New York Jets. And you know what that did? It made me throw up on myself, so that wasn't a vacation. I don't want to hear about this 2-job thing, right? 9 to 5, I don't have time. If you want this, if you're miserable, or if you don't like it, or you want to do something else and you have a passion somewhere else, work 9 to 5, spend a couple hours with your family. 7 to 2 in the morning is plenty of time to do damage. But that's it. It's not going to happen any other way. You're not going to make stickers and give out swag and everybody's going to give a shit about your site. I mean, you start building your equity and your brand and whatever you're trying to accomplish after hours. Everybody has time. Stop watching Lost.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.